Hi, I would like to take a few minutes to talk to you about McGraw-Hill Education's exciting new product, SmartBook. SmartBook is the world's first adaptive e-reader. SmartBook is going to help your students not only learn how to read and how to study, but it's going to help them master the content and the concepts for your course on their own in an individualized way. It's going to optimize every moment, every minute they spend inside of the book reading the material. It's going to be pertinent, it's going to be important, and it's going to be valuable to that student. SmartBook is integrated right inside of Connect. If you've been using Connect in the past, not a whole lot is necessarily going to change for you. For students, they're going to have access to SmartBook with their Connect Plus access. So in other words, if they had access to Connect and the ebook before, they will now have the SmartBook access as well at no additional cost. If a student had Connect Standard access before, where they had access to all of the assignments, including the LearnSmart modules, but no ebook before, nothing has changed for them either. They will not have access to SmartBook either. Only the students with Connect Plus access, as before, will have access to the ebook inside of Connect. So how do you get to SmartBook? How do you get started? Well, it's very easy. All you have to do as an instructor is assign your LearnSmart modules, and most of you have been doing that already. If you click on a module, it'll give you an opportunity to go in and preview that module as a student. And once you do that, what you're going to see now is that in the past you had a button here for mobile study, for your reports, and now you have a button for SmartBook. Your SmartBook reports are your same LearnSmart reports, because LearnSmart within SmartBook are the same product. It's going to be the same probes. Students are just simply now going to have the option when they go into each module to complete their LearnSmart module as before, or if they have Connect Plus access, they can complete their LearnSmart module within SmartBook. So what is an adaptive e-reader? How does that work? Well, what we've done is we started with population data. We started with concepts and content that students struggle with the most based on your material, your course. We use subject matter experts. We use thousands of data points from students reading and doing LearnSmart modules over the last few years to determine what they will struggle with, what they need the most in the content as they work through their textbook. So what we've done is we've now taken a book and wrapped it around your students. And it's a book that will continue to evolve and continue to adapt to them as they answer questions. So in essence, what the student is going to be doing now is sitting down with their tutor, LearnSmart. As many of you have heard that analogy before, they're going to be sitting with their LearnSmart tutor and reading the book at the same time, and the material is going to wrap around them. So as they go in, all they need to do is go ahead to get started learning, click on their Learn button. And the way that we've organized SmartBook is in 4 areas: preview, read, practice, and recharge. So with the preview section, what each chapter does is it sets up a framework in the brain, in the mind of the student, for this is the content we're going to cover. These are the concepts, these are the learning objectives you're going to work through as you start to read and work through this chapter. And then the student has a chance to go ahead and read. They can read the book spread out across a couple pages. They can move and just have the book set up on one page. And this is the same ebook that's inside of Connect as well. As you can see, some of the content is dimmed out in the material. Some of the material in the book is dimmed because information is a little bit less relevant right now. Again, based on population data, based on data points from students reading and answering questions, and then based on instructors and how they teach the material. This is less relevant right now. Not irrelevant, but less relevant. If a student would like to read it, they can simply click on it and go into it. But what's going to happen with SmartBook, and this is the exciting thing, is as they start to answer their LearnSmart modules, as they start to answer those probes, the content in SmartBook is actually going to highlight and be brought up to the student based on what they're understanding, what their comprehension level is, and will continue to evolve as they go through. So it's going to start to help students understand how to read a textbook, how to learn as they go through. So when they click on the brain or click on the practice button here, it gives them an opportunity to start working on their LearnSmart modules. If they don't know the answer, they can actually click a button and go and read about that material right then. And SmartBook is going to continue to adapt around them. As with Learn Smarter in the past, some of the same content and concepts are there. There's still the scoring deck that's available. And your reporting as an instructor, as a student, is the same. It's still pulling those same Learn Smart reports out. The only difference now is the students are able to do it. And for many people, I've heard said that if you assign a Learn Smart module to be due prior to your lecture, students have to read the material. Because Learn Smart is an adaptive tool, because it is wrapping itself around the student, helping them master the content, master the concepts, and not just memorize those things, that they have to come to class prepared. Well, now students are going to have the chance to do their Learn Smart module right alongside of reading the content in their book. The last piece of SmartBook is Recharge. How Recharge works is, and it's a simple concept, students are going to forget things. So what's going to happen is students are going to have the opportunity to go back, answer some questions, read some material, and because of the technology behind SmartBook, it's presenting that material, it's presenting these concepts to students at the precise moment that they need to help move it into their long-term memory in terms of mastering this content, not just memorizing it. So it is tailoring that learning experience around each one of your students as they go through. As a student is working through SmartBook and working through their modules here, they have the option of flipping back and just doing their Learn Smart module as a standalone if they'd like to, outside of SmartBook. And there's also a coach embedded inside of SmartBook as well that's going to help them master, help them learn how to use SmartBook as they go through. So if you have any questions, please let us know. We're very excited about SmartBook, and we hope that it's going to help your students and change the way your students learn, prepare, and master the concepts in your class to come to class much more prepared, much more engaged, and thinking critically on the level you'd like for them to.